How's it going, everyone? It's David here, and welcome back to another episode of my playthrough for Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, in which I am building Wild World Adventure Park. In the last episode, I built a little Australian-themed corner of the park with a kangaroo exhibit, a food court, and a boomerang roller coaster, as well as a little insect house. But that is not supposed to be a major section of the park. In this video, I am going to begin building the next major themed area of the park, which will be themed around North America, mainly the United States. Now, there's a pretty big contrast in terms of aesthetics between Australia, the Asian Oriental section of the park, and America. So I thought I need to have like a gateway going into it. So from Australia, you turn the corner, but then from the Chinese Oriental portion, you're actually going to travel underneath a bridge, and not just any bridge. This is actually a bridge for a train ride. I realized as I started this playthrough that I do not have a transportation ride, and everybody loves transportation rides, especially trains. So what I did is that I used the safari train, and I will hopefully have this encircling the entire park with multiple stations along the way. And with this type of train, it can be able to go into animal exhibits. And eventually down the road, I would like to have a train go through like an African Serengeti, but that's going to be much further down the road. So yes, I built this train. It's going in between two exhibits. It's going to be the gateway between the Asian Oriental and the American section. And I decided to use like a universal stone bridge. And right underneath of this bridge, which I'm building right now, I want to have like a mid-century diner that you found commonly in America back like between the 1950s and the 1960s. Again, there's only so much that you could use for that, but I think it will turn out pretty okay. Now, what I'm mainly focusing on in this playthrough is this big general plaza. Instead of being in the forest, this is going to have asphalt. It's going to have some concrete and glass buildings, you know, very American-esque, but I still want it to be aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And in this plaza is going to be various flat rides. I already built this disco and a chaos, and then later I'll be building a parachute drop, a Ferris wheel, and then I'll be decorating the train station. And then in between, I'm just going to add some nice foliage and trees and gardens, and see where it goes from there. So that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to let this go, and I will check back in with you guys later. So after building what I feel is a pretty nice flat ride collection, I then began decorating for a train station. Wasn't going for a specific theme for this train station, but I think it looks pretty decent. It's not exactly the most symmetrical, it's because it's purposely built on a hillside. After all, I am trying to make this park sort of dynamic with the terrain. And I'm building the queue line here. It's going to go down the hill, and then when you go underneath the train tracks here, next to the Ferris wheel, eventually I'm going to have it go into another mini land. And when you think of America, a lot of people like to think of mining or the Wild West. And that's what I'm going to be doing in the next playthrough, is building a very small western area, sort of like an annex, if you will. And it's going to make it more complete. That's about it. Let me know down in the comments what you think of my America section of the park so far. As always, I am open to suggestions down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and subscribe for more content. And with that being said, thank you all for riding, and I'll see you next time.